The movie Lucy is a sci-fi thriller that talks about an American woman who gets abducted to do experimental service. The synthetic hormone she consumes is CPH4, a known substance that can be seen on pregnant women that develops a baby. In the movie, CPH4 is a drug that enhances physical, intellectual, and perpetual characteristics of a human. Usually, human can only access 10% of her brain function, but when Lucy takes the drug, she can now maximize her brain function, making her smarter. In 20% of her brain function, she can describe the nerve and the internal organ of human being, or in the living organisms, and manipulate all the technology that involves communication. Her superhuman abilities can overhear people from afar, can transfer thoughts from one person to another, move objects at a distance, and can read minds in short distances. When she reaches 30 to 50% of her brain usage, she cannot feel any emotions and her body slowly vanishing into dust, but prevent it after consuming another CPH4. Lucy used her abilities to kill her captors and those people involved in illegal activities. Lucy came to the laboratory and helps the scientist who conducts study of the brain capacity. She then explains her condition, what she perceived, explain the nature of time, and how humanity distorts their own perception. The shift in her body continues. At 50 to 60% of her brain usage, she can see people's interaction in text messages and email through her eyes and able to control the metals or magnets around her. She went back to the laboratory and took the three remaining bags of CPH4. The scientist told Lucy that it can harm her, but due to her persistence, it was approved. Lucy knows that with the use of herself, she can help the scientist to complete his study about brain usage. She takes it fast and develop another ability in the process. Her brain usage is now at 70 to 80%. She can feel all the electrical pulse flowing in every cell of her body. In addition, her body slowly connects and spreads in the electronic devices around her, absorbing various information from the present day up to the Big Bang. Before she can use her 100%, she was shot, but it did not affect her. In a blink of an eye, she vanished in the room. A supercomputer replaced her existence as she was transported in a time wherein human did not exist. She was gone physically, but she was still alive.
The movie Lucy has the big relevance when it comes into information age. It's all about accessing the maximum capacity of the human brain. Through this process, there are things that the human can discover about her or his body and can unlock new abilities whoever takes the CPH4. Every stage of accessing the maximum brain capacity, Lucy will be able to unlock new abilities like for example, she can control all the technologies such as cell phone, television, radio, computer, etc. These things are used for communication and deliver informations. With the use of her ability, Lucy can easily identify the personal identity of a person and all the detailed information that the person has, because Lucy can access the technologies and internet. Just like an information age, Lucy is using her ability to seek information through technologies and internet around her, and she sacrificed herself for research. Beside of those abilities, Lucy can also see the messages of the people around her and is more likely invading privacy. At this point, it's more likely hacking information. It's the downside of the information age. Information can be easily collected and be used publicly.
Relevance to nanotechnology. Nanotechnology is a study that focuses on extremely small things in a scale of molecules from 1 to 100 nanometers. It is used to improve early diagnosed and treating cancer and improve neurodegenerative diseases and may improve the body of humans to survive. In the movie Lucy 2014, there is also nanotechnology. It is the drug consumed by Lucy, the CPH4. This drug increases and maximizes the brain usage of human and it attacks the cell and DNA to enhance the human and through this, she can unlock new ability, like a superpowers. This, the use of this drug to human may be helpful, but it can also be harmful, unhuman. Another is when she merge her body to computers or small wires. It absorbs information bit by bit, creating a device that may enlighten the researchers on how the brain works in full capacity.
Gene therapy is known as a procedure for breaking or curing illness by altering a human genetics. In relation, this movie and character, Lucy, the protagonist character, take a drug called CPH4 that has increases her brain power. The CPH4 is surgically implanted within brackets, but due to physically attacks she received, it takes into her system. The meeting resulted to her gain a superhuman abilities, including telekinesis and telepathy. The leading result is related to the gene. Gene therapy has a lot of things related in this movie because it was a drug can mutated in the other genes or DNA. It can prevent how extremely powerful of the CPH4 in her body. The CPH4 is a substance needed by a baby to fully develop inside the mother's body. In addition, there is no study that can support this claim that it can be used to enhance human life.
The movie called Lucy that has connection in biodiversity. The level of diversity among plant species, animals, and the other organism that lives in given ecosystem in a given time is referred to as a biodiversity. Biodiversity is described as the variety and types of animals and plants that live in the ocean and land. And then the one was related in this theory is Charles Darwin, which is the theory of evolution, natural selection. According to Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, it is how human evolved. Physical characteristics varies between individual within a species. Professor Norman was the one who studied about human brain capacity for many years, but later on Lucy came to see her to help him to do his research and to do his research about human brain capacity because Lucy had an operation to her body and insert a synthetic drug that was called CPH4. It was put in her lower intestine. Those who want to smuggle the drug around the world was the CPH4 into her small sector of the market. Her body take an intense pain after she placed in a jail. His brain capacity increased by 10% to 20% until she made it in 100%. Professor Norman was the one who opened this topic by Charles Darwin theory of evolution of human. It may related to this biodiversity topic because any living creature including plants, bacteria, animals, and humans is related to us biodiversity. However, there are questions by Professor Norman. He stated, what if all people can enhance their brain capacity? For me, it would be a disaster in our world, and it will be the reason why our world will destroyed because we don't know what other people think and what they want. Maybe there are good and bad people. If bad people have this kind of opportunity, they take these advantages to take all they want. Many people will suffer and become much more evil than you think, and that's what we don't want to see happen in our world.